It's a very clever CEO at this club.
His idea?
Huh?
Was it his idea?
It was his idea, obviously. It gave us wonderful motivation. Tone, you don't need to worry, I'll behave.
It's all right, mate. I've got plenty of money to pay his other fine.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, right. Wish it was real.
Particularly satisfying given the events of the week?
Oh, look, first I want to say that, that's just fallen over. That, the Mariners are special in my heart. They've fantastic club, beautiful people, and they've done a lot for my career, but also for a lot of players' careers. And, I don't worry too much about anything, but, I think it damaged their players more than anything, because, on the Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I got 5 text messages from players who sent me the photo of the back page of the local newspaper and said, look how disrespectful this club has come, and there was other messages. So for me, it doesn't. I want to win every game. Even when we're up 3 or 4-0, I still want to win. I want to get more. But it's so that side of it was disappointing. But it doesn't affect me at all. And I'm just proud of my players because we've been through a lot. Been brought into this club to make changes and move forward, and it's not easy for teammates when they see 4 of their mates go down with horrific injuries, and they come around the training facility and they're in crutches or they're in bits, and it takes its toll psychologically. So myself and Tony did a lot of work, and thankfully, and I have to say, the Asian Cup being on and the games being called off really gave us a good chance to recruit well. And those 2 French boys / Senegalese boys you saw tonight are probably only 60-70% fit. They've only been with us for 8 to 9 days, and so we've had to do a lot of tactical work to fit them in, and they were very good.
They seem to fit in pretty well.
Yeah, look, Milos Dimitrovic was instrumental in helping because he knows them personally, and he played with Mikel Tavares, and Milos gave him a great rap as people. And they've come in, and from the first day they come in, they landed on Tuesday night, Wednesday they had a medical, Wednesday afternoon trained, Thursday trained twice, day off Friday, but they came in and trained, and they've lifted the standards in the whole group. They've taken our professionalism to another level, and that's what you want from foreign players, and hopefully that's the way we can move forward.
So you go without saying that the break that you just had was vital for your team?
It was good for us, yeah. It might be bad for other teams, but it was good for us, but we used it well. Andrew Clark gave him a chance to, the first week off, we gave him 1 week off, then the next week we hurt him at training, and we really pushed him because they're getting physically stronger now, and they can take the loads that we're giving, that we need to have to be able to run out games like that. And Mark Yanko's now settling, and the new players are the other ones that I brought in are settling, but the performance was fantastic, and I thought that we should have been up 5 or 6 at half time, and disappointing to nearly concede. We conceded 1, but nearly conceded another 1 or 2 from sloppiness on the counter when we're taking a corner. But we'll look at that and fix it. I spoke a lot about the senior players, but I want to really give a lot of credit to Gersbach, 17, Numov, 18, Calver, 18 years of age, and as I keep saying to my CEO, is that I have a lot of belief in Australian youngsters, and I don't enjoy anything more than developing Australian kids. And I sit and watch the Socceroos very proudly to watch Sainsbury and Matty Ryan and Wilkinson play. And I will do the same. I want to do the same at Sydney FC. Sydney's a big club, yes, but I want to develop kids there as well and give kids the opportunity so we can, we can move forward with kids, because the Australian national teams need them, and Ange has shown that.
Do you feel anything about where you see the Mariners are
Oh, look, I think that we just had a very good night, and Phil Moss is doing a good job there, and you know he's had to make changes, and but we were hot tonight. We were hot, and we were extra motivated because of the stupidity of the campaign that they ran. So I don't think Phil would be too happy with them for that and giving us that extra motivation. And then it's on the whiteboard in their dressing room, and I'll leave it when we leave with thank you written underneath.
Can I just ask, your celebration of some of the goals was quite muted, just generally, was
Out of-
that out of respect for
That's out of my respect for the Mariners, you know, because as I say, I love the club and I love the people, the fans. Look, I think also I had so many text messages of support, it was ridiculous, probably close to 200. And when you've got Mariners supporters texting saying we hope you win today, it's crazy. And that's what they do. That's the damage that they're doing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
should we leave this?
Evening, guys. And girls. How are you,
Phil, do you think, well, Barney made no secret that the advertising campaign was upsetting for him. He suggested it did more damage to your team than his. Do you agree with that?
What I'd like to talk about is the game tonight, to be honest. It's not my job to come up with advertising campaigns. I've got my own thoughts about it, but at the end of the day, my job's to coach the football team, and I take responsibility for tonight as the coach. And I think there's players in the dressing room that need to take responsibility for the goals that we shipped tonight. And at the end of the day, we beat ourselves tonight. I'd credit to Sydney FC for taking their chances when they did, but we had enough chances to get something out of the game up the pointy end, and I think we forgot that Christmas was out the way tonight because we gift wrapped some goals tonight that I haven't seen before from this team. So that's something that we need to analyse closely. We need to take responsibility for, and we need to fix it before we play our next game in 2 weeks.
Is there any reason you can pinpoint for such a slow start, particularly for the start?
I didn't think it was such a slow start. I thought we did okay for the first, well, up until the first goal. I thought we played some good football, and we started superbly. The first couple of minutes we were on the attack down the left with Juki, threatening, and I thought there was good energy. And then we switch off and give away a ridiculous goal. We've worked for 2 weeks on defending crosses in wide areas and defending crosses in the box and picking up players, because players score goals, not space. And the first 2 goals came from exactly that tonight. So that comes down to, you know, accountability. It comes down to taking responsibility, and it comes down to being switched on to do your job.
Arnie said the break was probably good for them. Was it good for you?
Clearly not based on tonight's result, but I really thought the break came at a good time. We had a tough first half of the season, Carly, and you know, when you don't win for as long as we didn't win for, it takes its toll mentally and physically on the players and the staff, obviously. So it was good to get away from each other for a few days and freshen the minds, freshen the bodies, and training the last 2 weeks has been absolutely outstanding. It really has. And I didn't see a result like that coming tonight, but again, you know, we were our own worst enemies tonight, and we weren't outclassed. We beat ourselves at both ends of the pitch.
Mitchell Duke looked pretty exasperated at times out on the wing, and after the good last, or the back end for the first half of the season, was it frustrating for you to see that tonight?
Oh, it was frustrating to see the scoreline at the end of the game. It was frustrating to see us, you know, butcher some good chances in front of goal. It was frustrating to see us ship cheap goals at the other end. But, you know, when you lose a game of football, whether it's by 1 goal or 4 goals, it's frustrating. And, you know, tonight, you know, as I said, I just, up until the first goal, I thought, boys are good. Boys are up for it tonight. You could see it in the dressing room before the game. The warm-up was good. The session yesterday was one of our best sessions of the season. And then you give away 2 ridiculous goals in 2 minutes, and it's unacceptable at this level. Thanks, guys. Thank you.